Is Shambhala, the mystical kingdom, an astral realm, a higher dimension, or a symbolic representation? Does it exist physically and also manifest as a state of consciousness accessible through enlightenment and karmic purification? Or is it a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms, serving as a connection between these dimensions? Why were the Nazis, the Soviets, and the Americans so deeply interested in the search for Shambhala? Nestled deep within the sacred peaks of the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau lies a whispered legend, a mystical kingdom known as Shambhala. This fabled realm, shrouded in enigma and longing, is said to be a sanctuary devoid of poverty, strife, illness, and mortality. Its inhabitants live in boundless harmony and tranquility, creating an earthly paradise. For centuries, whispers of Shambhala have echoed through the Tibetan highlands, captivating the minds of seekers and explorers. Legends speak of a hidden gateway, accessible only to those with unwavering faith and a pure heart. It is said that within this kingdom lies the ultimate weapon of power, capable of controlling the destiny of humanity, and the profound prophecies of Buddha regarding the future of our world. Doesn't that sound amazing? Do you think it could be true? Join us on a journey into the mystical hidden kingdom of Shambhala, a place of ancient wisdom and untold wonders. Through real-life stories and profound experiences, we'll uncover its secrets together. If this resonates with you, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell icon for more inspiring content, and share this video with your friends to spread the magic. In 1923, a unique expedition departed from New York City, bound for Darjeeling in West Bengal, India. The expedition was led by Nicholas Roerich, a Russian artist, philosopher, and mystic known for his extraordinary talents. Roerich was a celebrated painter, archaeologist, and cultural preservationist whose efforts led to the Roerich Pact, signed by 21 nations, advocating for the protection of cultural heritage even during times of war. Roerich's fascination with Eastern mysticism fueled his lifelong quest to locate Shambhala, the legendary hidden kingdom described in Tibetan Buddhism. His vision included creating an Eastern Holy Alliance that united Tibetan Buddhist and Eastern Orthodox traditions. Joining him on this journey were his wife, Helena, a practicing mystic and co-creator of the living ethics philosophy, and his son, George, an accomplished Tibetologist and Sanskrit scholar who also served as the expedition's security officer. The expedition's journey took them through Darjeeling and then to Leh, the capital of Ladakh, in 1925. From there, they ventured deeper into Central Asia, covering over 25,000 kilometers through India, Mongolia, Tibet, and China. Over the course of this epic journey, the team sought not only the mythical Shambhala but also delved into the study of local cultures and traditions. By May 1928, the expedition returned to Darjeeling, marking the official conclusion of their travels. Along the way, their activities attracted the attention of intelligence agencies from multiple countries, including the United States, the Soviet Union, Japan, and the United Kingdom, owing to the geopolitical tensions of the era. Intriguingly, during the expedition, a period of 2 months, specifically from August to October 1927, remained shrouded in mystery with no reliable records of the group's exact whereabouts or activities. These missing months have fueled speculation, adding an air of enigma to their quest for the legendary Shambhala. In his later publication, The Shambhala the Resplendent, Nicholas Roerich claimed that during the mysterious, missing months of his 1920s expedition, he and his team had reached the legendary Shambhala. According to Roerich, they encountered an advanced civilization, witnessing extraordinary sights that seemed to blend technological sophistication with spiritual enlightenment. However, the journey to Shambhala was far from straightforward. Before embarking on this ambitious journey, Roerich and his team prepared for significant challenges, including extreme weather, treacherous mountain passes, the threat of bandits, and the risk of illness. Yet one of the most perplexing choices they made was an unexpected detour to Moscow after initially arriving in Darjeeling. This decision intrigued observers worldwide and added to the mystery surrounding the expedition. In May 1926, the team crossed into Soviet territory, traveling through Zaysan, the Orkhon River region, and Irkutsk before reaching Moscow in July 1926. At this time, the Soviet Union was under Stalin's control following Lenin's death. It is alleged that Roerich met with Soviet officials during his stay and negotiated a covert agreement. He would use his American citizenship as a cover to collect intelligence on British and French activities along their route, in exchange for Soviet financial support for his quest to find Shambhala. Another theory suggests that Roerich's collaboration with the Soviets began earlier. In Paris, he reportedly met Georgy Chicherin, the Soviet foreign minister, and Mikhail Trylisser, head of Soviet intelligence. According to Andrei Znamensky's 2011 book Red Shambhala, the Bolsheviks were fascinated by the occult and believed Shambhala might harbor a mysterious power or weapon capable of transforming the Eurasian geopolitical landscape. Doesn't that sound incredible? Do you believe it's true? If you do, drop a 1 in the comments below and share this video with your friends to spread the magic. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please click the subscribe button. Now let's continue with our story. After leaving Moscow in July 1926, Roerich's expedition passed through Novosibirsk, the Altai Mountains, Ulan-Ude and Ulaanbaatar, finally reaching Tibet in August 1927. It was here, in the remote Qinghai-Tibet Plateau, that the expedition reportedly disappeared. When they resurfaced in May 1928, they were making their way back to Darjeeling, India. Reports later revealed that the expedition had been detained by Tibetan authorities for several months in late 1927. The team endured extreme conditions with no access to basic necessities or contact with locals. Several members died during this period. However, no official records exist detailing the group's whereabouts between August and October 1927. Roerich later claimed that during this time, they were guided by local hermits to Shambhala itself, though the exact location remained undisclosed. Shambhala in Nicholas Roerich's writings. Nicholas Roerich's writings and paintings depict Shambhala as a utopian kingdom symbolized by an 8-petaled lotus surrounded by towering snow-capped mountains. Each petal and the central lotus held millions of settlements, with a grand castle at the center where the teachings of Shakyamuni Buddha were preserved. The inhabitants, possessing rainbow bodies of pure energy, lived in harmony, free from attachment, and achieved spiritual enlightenment. Roerich claimed that Shambhala was hidden from the material world by protective mantras and would reveal itself when humanity faced a moral and spiritual decline, with technological and material advancements failing to alleviate suffering. By the 2500s, a dominant global power was predicted to rule the material world amid increasing environmental degradation and societal collapse. Skepticism and controversy. Despite Roerich's vivid descriptions, his accounts were met with skepticism from some scholars and explorers. Some viewed his journey as a blend of mystical vision and geopolitical maneuvering, while others believed his descriptions reflected spiritual allegories rather than a physical place. In 1933, Roerich embarked on another expedition to Mongolia and Manchuria, funded by U.S. President Franklin Roosevelt. However, the journey was cut short amid suspicions that Roerich was again gathering intelligence for the Soviets. To avoid charges of espionage, the Roerich family settled in the Himalayan foothills of India, where they continued their work on art, philosophy, and cultural preservation. Roerich's legacy. What Roerich truly experienced during his quest for Shambhala remains a mystery. In one of his conversations with a Tibetan Lama, he was told that Shambhala lay far beyond the oceans and was a realm of light disconnected from the material world. The radiant glow of this mythical kingdom, the Lama explained, could be perceived only in the distant north by those with profound spiritual insight. Through over 500 paintings and numerous writings, Roerich immortalized his vision of Shambhala, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire mystics, explorers, and seekers of hidden truths. Shambhala symbolism and prophecies. Shambhala, often depicted as a realm of profound spiritual harmony and wisdom, is said to transcend the physical world, hidden amidst the towering snow-capped mountains of the Himalayas. This fabled kingdom, represented as a vast 8-petaled lotus in Tibetan Buddhist texts, embodies a utopia of spiritual attainment. Each lotus petal contains 120 million settlements, overseen by 96 princes, while the central lotus houses the grand castle of Shambhala's king, where the esoteric teachings of Shakyamuni Buddha are meticulously preserved. The inhabitants of Shambhala are described as beings free from attachment and desire, possessing ethereal rainbow bodies formed through mastery of the Vajrayana teachings. Their existence is said to be in harmony with ultimate wisdom, with lifespans averaging 200 years. Unlike the physical bodies of ordinary beings composed of the material elements, earth, water, fire, and air, the people of Shambhala have evolved into radiant, non-material forms, exuding a brilliance akin to rainbows. Shakyamuni Buddha prophesied that as the material world succumbed to darkness, greed, and degradation by 2500 AD, Shambhala would emerge, confronting the materialistic dominance of the time. The kingdom's profound spiritual preparation would culminate in a cosmic resolution, bringing forth a new golden age for humanity around 2600 AD. Shambhala and the mystique of Mount Kailash. Mount Kailash, often referred to as the Axis Mundi, is a sacred mountain revered across Hindu, Buddhist, Bon, and Jain traditions. Its pristine glaciers and symmetrical shape, like a watchful eye, create an awe-inspiring presence. Pilgrims circumambulate the mountain in the sacred act of Kora, seeking liberation and spiritual renewal. Among the many legends entwined with Mount Kailash, one of the most captivating is its link to the mythical hidden kingdom of Shambhala. Tibetan texts describe Shambhala as a serene land, cradled by snowy peaks, where eternal truths are preserved and protected. The mountain's enigmatic aura, coupled with its profound metaphysical significance, fuels the enduring belief that it may serve as a gateway, a bridge to this utopian realm, where spiritual harmony and timeless wisdom reside. Many believe that the veiled entrance to Shambhala lies within the enigmatic folds of Mount Kailash. Ancient texts and legends speak of hidden caves and tunnels that lead to the kingdom's inner sanctum. Some esoteric traditions hold that the mountain itself is a living entity, a guardian of the sacred knowledge and teachings preserved within Shambhala. The mountain's inaccessibility and the reverence with which it is regarded have contributed to its mystique. Climbers have refrained from attempting to summit Kailash, preserving its sanctity as a celestial center uniting heaven and earth. This has allowed the mountain's pristine beauty and spiritual aura to remain intact, further fueling the belief that it may indeed be a gateway to a hidden realm. The circumambulation of Mount Kailash, known as Kora, is a sacred pilgrimage undertaken by devotees from various traditions. The act of walking around the mountain clockwise is believed to purify sins, accumulate merit, and bring blessings. Pilgrims believe that each circuit brings them closer to spiritual liberation and the attainment of enlightenment. The symbolism of the Kora is profound. The circular path represents the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. By circumambulating the mountain, pilgrims symbolically journey through this cycle, seeking to break free from its limitations and attain the higher realms of existence. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the belief in Shambhala and its connection to Mount Kailash persists. For many, the mountain remains a symbol of hope, a reminder that there may be more to reality than what meets the eye. Whether Shambhala exists as a physical kingdom or as a spiritual allegory, its mystique continues to inspire seekers and pilgrims alike, drawing them to the sacred slopes of Mount Kailash in search of enlightenment and connection to the divine. Echoes of Shambhala in art. The Sand Mandala. The themes of impermanence and spiritual transcendence that define Shambhala resonate deeply in Tibetan Buddhist art, particularly in the creation of sand mandalas. This exquisite practice, passed down since the time of Shakyamuni Buddha, symbolizes the cyclical nature of existence. Lamas meticulously construct these intricate depictions of Buddhist cosmology using millions of grains of colored sand, following sacred traditions. The mandala begins at the Buddha's inner courtyard and expands outward, representing layers of reality from the divine to the mundane. Yet, the profound lesson of the sand mandala lies in its deliberate destruction after completion. This act underscores the transient beauty of life and the ultimate return of all things to their origin. While the physical mandala dissolves into nothingness, the spiritual mandala within the practitioners grows stronger, embodying the essence of non-attachment. This interplay between creation and dissolution mirrors the teachings of Shambhala, that the splendor of the world, like a grain of sand, is impermanent, and true wisdom lies in the ability to embrace and transcend this impermanence. Shambhala in the modern imagination. The allure of Shambhala has extended beyond spiritual seekers into various realms of modern culture. The Nazis' obsession with Shambhala, a tale of myth, mystery, and desperation. In 1938, Heinrich Himmler, head of the SS and one of the most fanatical architects of the Nazi ideology, launched a covert expedition to Tibet. This mission was part of a broader obsession with esoteric myths and pseudoscience, fueled by the belief that the Aryans were descended from a lost supercivilization, Atlantis. The Nazi expedition, cloaked in the guise of ethnographic research, sought to uncover evidence linking the Tibetan people to this mythical origin. The team returned with a trove of anthropological and cultural data, much of it twisted to support Nazi racial theories. Among the discoveries was an ancient Tibetan legend of Shambhala, the hidden kingdom of immense spiritual power. According to the myth, Shambhala was not only the source of cosmic wisdom but also home to the Earth's axis Mundi, a metaphysical energy hub capable of shaping destiny itself. For Himmler, who was captivated by occultism, this was not mere legend but a tantalizing key to reversing the Third Reich's dwindling fortunes. The Second Expedition, a perilous search for the axis Mundi. By January 1943, with Germany faltering in the war, Himmler authorized a second expedition to Tibet. This time, the mission was entrusted to Austrian mountaineer and Nazi sympathizer Heinrich Harrer, who had gained fame for his daring climbs in the Himalayas. His orders were explicit: locate Shambhala and uncover the Earth's axis to harness its power for the Reich. Harrer and his team vanished into the remote, snowbound reaches of the Tibetan Himalayas, their fate shrouded in mystery. Rumors abound regarding their disappearance. Some claim they found Shambhala but were unable to access its fabled powers, while others suggest they fell victim to harsh conditions or were intercepted by Tibetan authorities wary of foreign intrusion. Local Tibetans later reported sightings of the group near Mount Kailash, the sacred peak often associated with spiritual energy and mythic significance, lending weight to the theory that they had ventured deep into uncharted territory. Harrer's postwar years and the veil of secrecy. After the war, Heinrich Harrer emerged from Tibet and wrote his memoir, 7 Years in Tibet, chronicling his time as a confidant to the young 14th Dalai Lama. The book became an international sensation and was later adapted into a popular film. However, Harrer claimed that his expedition had failed to find Shambhala. Skeptics argue otherwise. British intelligence, upon Harrer's return, reportedly confiscated a cache of documents and artifacts gathered during his time in Tibet. To this day, the contents of these materials remain classified, fueling speculation about what secrets they might contain. Historians and researchers continue to debate whether Harrer deliberately concealed his findings. Was the truth about Shambhala too dangerous to reveal, or had the Nazis' quest been nothing more than a desperate gambit born of their obsession with occult power? Shambhala, myth, mystery, and modern legacy. The Nazis' search for Shambhala, while steeped in pseudoscience and hubris, underscores the lengths to which the Third Reich was willing to go in pursuit of ultimate power. Whether Harrer's team discovered the mythical kingdom or perished in their attempt, the mystery persists, woven into the tapestry of both Tibetan folklore and the dark history of the Third Reich. Even today, Mount Kailash and the surrounding regions are considered sacred by Hindus, Buddhists, and Jains, adding layers of spiritual intrigue to the legend. The enigma of the Nazi expeditions, and their apparent connection to ancient myths, continues to inspire historians, adventurers, and conspiracy theorists alike, ensuring that the story of Shambhala remains as captivating as it is elusive. Shambhala, a timeless symbol of inner awakening. In the modern imagination, Shambhala transcends the boundaries of geography and history, evolving into a universal archetype, a beacon of humanity's loftiest aspirations. No longer confined to the snowy peaks of the Himalayas or the esoteric teachings of ancient texts, Shambhala has become a luminous metaphor for the potential that lies within every human soul. As a mythical kingdom, Shambhala is described as a realm of unparalleled beauty and wisdom, a sanctuary where enlightenment reigns supreme, untouched by the shadows of ignorance and discord. Its gates, said to be hidden from the unworthy, symbolize the challenges and disciplines required to access the higher dimensions of existence. But Shambhala is also a profound inner journey, a call to seek beyond the material world and discover the unshakable harmony within. In this sense, it mirrors the spiritual quest found in many traditions, the Taoist balance of yin and yang, the Buddhist Eightfold Path, or the Vedic ideal of moksha. It reminds seekers that the greatest triumphs are not external conquests but the mastery of the self, the overcoming of fear, desire, and ego. In our fragmented modern world, Shambhala serves as both a refuge and a compass. It invites us to imagine a society guided by compassion, wisdom, and cooperation, a vision that counters the forces of division and chaos. Whether invoked as a physical place or an abstract ideal, Shambhala encourages humanity to strive for spiritual elevation, to become architects of a world where harmony prevails over discord and love transcends fear. Ultimately, the legend of Shambhala points inward, urging each of us to discover the kingdom hidden in the folds of our own hearts. This inner Shambhala is a state of being, a stillness that transcends the noise of the world, a clarity that cuts through confusion, and a truth that endures beyond time. In seeking it, we align ourselves with the timeless quest for peace, wisdom, and unity, transforming the legend into a living reality. Shambhala in modern culture, a timeless inspiration. The myth of Shambhala has left an indelible mark on modern culture, finding vibrant expression in literature, art, and film. Its allure as both a mystical paradise and a symbol of spiritual transcendence continues to captivate imaginations, weaving the ancient legend into contemporary storytelling. One of the most notable representations of Shambhala is found in James Hilton's 1933 novel, Lost Horizon. Hilton reimagines the mythical kingdom as Shangri-La, a hidden valley nestled deep within the Himalayas. In this serene haven, time slows, and inhabitants enjoy extraordinary longevity, wisdom, and harmony. The valley becomes a metaphor for humanity's yearning for an idyllic refuge, where the chaos of the external world gives way to inner peace and enlightenment. Frank Capra's 1937 film adaptation of Lost Horizon amplified the legend's reach, transforming Hilton's words into a cinematic masterpiece. Capra's vivid portrayal of Shangri-La, with its lush landscapes and themes of timeless wisdom, resonated deeply with audiences. Released during the Great Depression, the film offered a vision of hope and renewal to a world grappling with profound uncertainty. Its enduring appeal reflects the universal desire to transcend life's struggles and discover a utopia where compassion and understanding prevail. Beyond literature and film, Shambhala has inspired countless works of art and music, often serving as a muse for exploring humanity's spiritual journey. Paintings and illustrations depict Shambhala as a radiant city or a celestial landscape, embodying the ideals of beauty and transcendence. Modern music, from meditative compositions to popular songs, has drawn on the themes of Shambhala to evoke introspection and the quest for higher truth. The legend has also influenced speculative fiction and adventure narratives, blending the mystical with the mysterious. From Indiana Jones's cinematic quest to the hidden realms of video games and graphic novels, Shambhala serves as a narrative device that challenges characters to confront their deepest fears and desires while seeking enlightenment. In these modern retellings, Shambhala is more than a mythical place. It is a universal symbol of the human spirit's resilience and aspiration. It reminds us that the search for paradise, whether external or internal, is not just about reaching a destination but about transforming ourselves along the journey. As a bridge between ancient wisdom and contemporary creativity, Shambhala continues to inspire and evolve, reflecting humanity's enduring pursuit of meaning, harmony, and transcendence. Conclusion. Shambhala stands as an eternal beacon of hope, mystery, and the unyielding human yearning for enlightenment. Its timeless allure has drawn seekers, dreamers, and creators across generations, urging them to delve into the depths of their own consciousness and envision a world where spiritual harmony and inner peace reign supreme. Whether seen as a hidden kingdom, a profound metaphor, or a cultural symbol, Shambhala continues to stir the soul and ignite the imagination. It reminds us that the journey toward inner transformation and universal harmony is not just a distant ideal but a path within reach, one step closer with every act of compassion, every moment of awakening. Its essence lingers, inviting us to dream, to seek, and to believe in the boundless power of the human spirit. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you have any thoughts about Shambhala, feel free to share them in the comments below.